Hi folks, so I want to do this video. I was just watching another spiritual leader type of person making a video, and it had to do with like the vaccines and the masks and so forth. So they were doing a whole thing, and they were talking about like, is it what you're doing coming from fear or control? And so here we go again, okay? And I have seen this in the spiritual community a lot. The spiritual community got hit really hard with the conspiracy theories. If they put vaccines, they're going to have microchips, Bill Gates behind it. They're going to control you, control your thoughts, this, that. And the masks are a form of taking away your rights, turning you into sheep and things like that. See, I got this cool mask. You see what this is? This is Thoth cards. I make masks fun. Okay, listen. I'm so sick of this shit. Okay. So, ooh, can I say that on YouTube? Okay. So anyway, as far as vaccines, I was talking to my boss with this today. I said I would kind of like to see, how people respond to it and so forth before I get a vaccine. I do want to kind of, my own personal, it's a personal thing with me. I want to kind of see how it works out. But as long as everybody is fine, I'm not afraid of getting a vaccine. And they're not going to put a microchip in me, and I know they're not. You can't get a microchip in that needle. Do you know how small a needle is? Okay. And there's so much fear that has been perpetuated. They're going to take away your rights. You're going to be sheep. You're going to be this, that, And, who I listen to? I don't listen to the spiritual community when it comes to this garbage. I listen to the medical professionals. I listen to the healthcare workers. I was watching, I just got on TikTok, and I was watching a lot of medical people, trying to wake us up. They're the ones who are awake, okay? Not these spiritual people who are telling you that if you wear a mask, you're somehow becoming a sheep, and, this is part of some way to put you to sleep or something. Those are the people you need to listen to, okay? The healthcare workers, they're awake. They're wide awake. They know exactly what's going on. And they're trying to save your life. Okay? And they have been telling you, I have not seen one healthcare worker, unless there's something very wrong with them, okay? But the majority of them are in cahoots that wearing a mask will save your life or save other people's lives. It protects them. And it could protect you if other people are wearing a mask. This is what they're saying. They're the awake ones. Also, spirituality and science do not need to be at odds. Okay? Now, religion and science are. Okay? We know that. Okay? There's, the world was created in 7 days, the universe and everything, No, the earth is, 4.5 billion. It's probably more now. But religion and science have been at odds for a long time. Okay? And we saw an attack on science last year. Spirituality has tried to be more, no, we accept science, we accept this, that. But something happened last year where even spirituality, just like religion, started going against science. I stopped listening. I'm not saying everybody. I didn't stop listening. I'm not an idiot. Okay? But there was a lot of people in the spiritual community that fell into all kinds of illusions and weren't listening to the science, okay? That don't seem to pay attention to the math of how many people die and stuff, and trying to sell more conspiracy theories, okay? I understand a little bit of hesitation about the vaccine, but as far as this tracking you with a microchip, what is that thing that you look at all day long? What do you think that's doing? When you go on Google and search stuff, what do you think that's doing? When you watch your smart TV, what do you think that's doing? And when you talk to Alexa or Siri, what do you think that's doing? They can track you now if they really want to. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that probably don't even care about you. Okay, what do they care about you for? Okay, so, but the point is, and that was Alexa talking because I said her name. But the point is, this is what I say about as far as fear and control. Okay. Yes, I do believe we should be a little alert to certain things that are happening, just how dependent we are on technology and things like that. And there is obviously people that would love to control, especially American people and things like that. But there is also, we've got an administration that wants to save your life. Okay. And I'm listening to the healthcare professionals even more than my president, even more than Congress or anyone else. Because I'll tell you what, the last administration lied to us and admitted it. I didn't want to panic you. Okay? So when you put on your mask, that is a sign of respect. Okay, that is a respect. I respect you. I love you. This is probably the most loving thing you could do. I even pulled the love card when I was kind of meditating on it. This is the most loving thing you could do for your fellow man. This is saying if I'm carrying this virus, I'm gonna wear this protection to protect you. That's how much I love you. This is how much I respect you. And isn't it crazy that all these Christians, okay, don't want to wear a mask? They're going out singing Christmas carols in mass. They want to go to church. This is my right. I get to worship my God. Okay. Doesn't it say thou shalt not kill? Okay. Nobody wants to live with a pandemic. Nobody likes this at all. I would like to be able to sit in a restaurant and have dinner. I would like to go back to a life, maybe go to the gym, whatever it may be. But this is reality right now. And the objective is to save lives. It's not even just the people who died, but the people who get it. Some people are severely impacted that they will be affected the rest of their life. Some have brain damage. Some have lung damage. There are people that had their hands and legs amputated because of this virus. This thing is no joke. Okay? So the spiritual community talking about, are you operating in fear? I'm not afraid. I'm really not afraid of this virus. It is just, I am facing reality that this is a pandemic and I have to adjust my behavior to try to survive and be respectful for everybody that I encounter. Keep that, 6 feet away distance. I will wear my mask because if I'm a carrier, asymptomatic, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to kill grandma. I don't want to kill your husband, and I don't want to kill your kid. So I wear a mask. Okay? I'm going to obey the rules. I'm not a sheep, and I'm not doing it because I'm afraid. And I'm not doing it because someone is controlling me. I am doing it because I love you, and I love you, and I love humanity. And I love being alive, so I hope you wear one too. Now, as far as this vaccine, I know there's some anti-vax people. Please don't flood me. I'm not going to talk about, let me, I don't have polio. My parents vaccinated me. Thank you, I don't have polio. I never had measles. I don't even think I had chicken pox, but they didn't vaccinate it for then back then. But, as far as the vaccine, I can understand y'all being a little afraid of that. The mask thing, I don't understand. I'm sorry, I just don't understand. You got to wear a seatbelt, okay? You got to wear a shirt in the grocery store. You wear clothes, right? You wear clothes. We could call that control. If I walk out naked, I probably get arrested, right? Okay, because you got to wear clothes. That's their laws. Okay, so but this is a thing. There is a pandemic. This could kill people. Get a cute mask. I got tarot cards. I got bling. I got fun stuff. Have fun with it or something. But it doesn't mean the government's trying to control you. They're trying, we're trying to save lives. Listen to the medical professionals. They're all over Facebook. They're even on TikTok. They're on YouTube. They're telling their stories. They're telling you the horrors of what is going on in the hospital. Okay? They're the awake ones. And a lot of spiritual people are just not awake. They're dense. They're freaking dense. And they go on YouTube talking about fear and control. and all this. Well, my spirit guide said it's control. I don't want to hear it. Okay? Wear the mask. Okay? Respect the people around you. It is probably the most spiritual thing you can do. And also, like I said, spirituality and science have got to work together. They got to work together in some way. They do, and we're figuring out they're slowly coming together. So why would you try to pry it apart even more with your idiocy? Why would you do this? Why would you make it harder for us to come together and work as one? I mean, we're coming, with quantum mechanics. I mean, there's all kinds of things, with parallel realities and the dimensions. They're starting to see things about astral travel. They're looking at shamanism. There's all kinds of stuff. We're starting to come together a little bit. But the fear, and then I see spiritual people trying to sell fear. When they're talking about, but you don't want to be afraid, this, that, but they're selling fear. They tell you that. Are you coming from a place of fear to wear a mask? You're selling more fear by saying things like that. It's not fear that I wear it, okay? And be honest, I'm not afraid of dying. When my time is up, it's up. But I'm not going to rush the process. I'm not going to be foolish and try to speed it up. But I'm not going to live in fear. I just know when my time is up, it's up. But I'm not going to rush the process. And there are some people who say that, I'm not going to live in fear. But then they do things that are reckless. Okay? No. If you're not afraid, that's great. But in the meantime, could you please put that mask on? So if you're carrying it, you don't give it to me. I'm not afraid of dying either, but I would like to live another day. That would be really great of you, Karen. Okay? That would be really great. There's such a lack of respect. There has been. I've seen the healthcare workers disrespected, and treated like garbage. I've seen it online. I've seen it in various ways, what they've had to go through. They've even gone to protests and had people screaming in their face. And they're trying to save lives. These are the awake ones. I'm telling you, these are the ones who are wide awake. They know, they live with this 12 hours a day. And thank you, healthcare workers, for doing what you do. Thank you for everything, that you're doing to try to save us. I know there are a lot of us that are listening. We are. But, I'm tired of the spiritual community, feeding more into these conspiracy theories about masks and vaccine. It's not a conspiracy. It's a reality. It's a reality that this pandemic is killing people, guys. And I don't know when it's going to get better. That's a hard one to read on, to be honest. It's a hard one to read on. But, we got to stop. It's kind of funny. I drew the card forgive as I was kind of meditating on that. I'm trying to forgive. I'm trying to forgive those that started these conspiracy theories, the ones that feed, the ones that just feed into all this, that put other people at risk and everything like that. And you know what I just drew? Truth. Who's talking the truth right now? Me. Okay? This is what we got to focus on. The truth. Not these illusions about microchips and 5G and all this nonsense. This stuff can just, it's almost destroyed this country. It's come real close. We may have a new administration, but we need a new thought. We need a new thought. We need to come out of the haze if we want to save people's lives. We got to come out of the haze. We got to be safe and stop feeding into this. So yeah, I'm not afraid. I may make this video. I hate to say it. I mean, I don't know. It's what readers can't really read their own death. But I could sit here, pop this video up and put it up. And then it could be 3 months now. It could be me that's gone. It's possible. It's possible. I hope not. That's one thing, I can't read my own death. Actually, I had, when the day my ex died, he came to me in a dream and he said I'd live to be 85. Well, did he know about a pandemic? I don't know. But no, seriously, I had a dream. He did say I would live that long. But yeah, the most spiritual thing you can do is wear that mask. Maybe you're hesitant about the vaccine. I understand you on that a little bit because we're talking about putting something in your body. I can understand a little bit of that. But the conspiracy, that they want to change your DNA or whatever, anything changes your DNA, okay? If you eat certain foods, I took biology in college. Okay, yes, I went to college. Okay, when you're putting anything into your body, your DNA is always splicing all the time. It's always doing that. Your DNA changes every time you eat, every time you take a pill, an aspirin, whatever it may be. So of course a vaccine is going to do something, but it's always changing. It's always changing. That's what you need to understand. You think it stays the same all the time? No. It's always changing. That's part of the reason cancer, certain things get in and it slices and slices and slices, and inevitably that's what you got. But it's always changing, guys. So this thing, oh, it's going to change my DNA. When you just say to McDonald's, it changed your DNA, guys. That's biology. That's biology. Okay? So, truth. I drew it for you. This is what we got to focus on. Not these illusions. Not these dreams. We have to embrace the truth. And yeah, I look at that for gift card. I'm trying to forgive people that are being reckless, that are doing things that could possibly kill me. Yes, it's very hard. It's very hard. And look at this. For you watching, embrace the truth. Okay? Embrace the truth. There it is. How can somebody be some spiritual leader and be selling fear of this stuff? Why are they trying to keep you so damn afraid and ignorant? Why? Because they're afraid and ignorant. And they're trying to spread it to you so you can validate their ignorance and their fear. When you sit there and you support them, you're being like them. And you're validating them. Their own ignorance and fear. Okay? Stop. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I do not know my fate. But I'm not afraid. I'm not going to walk in fear. But I'm going to love you. And I'm going to respect you. And I'm going to put this thing on. I'm going to put this thing on with my tarot cards. Okay? With my bling, whatever it may be. When I walk into that store. Or I go into that doctor's office. Or wherever I got to go. The grocery store. I'm going to put it on because I love and respect you. That's the most spiritual thing you can do. Okay? So stop it. Just like I'm drawing it. A spirit's trying to tell you. Embrace the truth. Okay? Listen to the healthcare people. Listen to them. Okay? They're just trying to save your life. They're working hours upon hours a day, every day of the week, trying to save you. Trying to save your life. Trying to save your grandmother. Trying to save your daughter. Trying to save your husband. And sometimes they don't succeed. And it breaks their heart, and they got to take that home, that death, and feel like they failed. They let that person down. And they got to take it to heart. I just don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Spirituality and science got to come together, not be at odds. Not like this. They got to come together. Most spiritual thing you can do is embrace science. Embrace the truth. Okay? And stop this. It's time to shatter these illusions. I'm hoping the current administration will help you do that. Because, when you've got over 400,000 dead, what is it going to take to shatter your illusions from this point? What is it going to take to shatter them? I don't know. But it's, the government trying to control us and all this stuff. That cell phone, that computer, that iPad, that smart TV, that Alexa, all that stuff. They don't need to put a microchip in you, silly. Just like when they raided the Capitol, they're taking photos of themselves and this, that, and videotaping and going live. They're all there. They're all caught. And then they've got Wi-Fi and they're pinging off everybody's phone. They know exactly who was there. Okay, if they want to find you, they'll find you. There's people have those, those cameras on their, doorbells and things like that. Anything, they can find you. They don't need to put a microchip in you. Okay. Stop this. Stop this nonsense. Okay. I mean, will they ever try to sell microchips later down the line? Yeah, maybe, but they're not going to stick it in a vaccine in a little itty bitty tiny needle. They just can't do that. It's not possible. God, people are so ignorant. They're so ignorant. But see, the problem is if more than one person repeats the same lie, people believe it, But yeah, to see spiritual teachers and this and that, you know, trying, they're living in fear, though they say, other people are choosing, I'm choosing this because I'm afraid. No, that's not. It's because I respect you, because I love you, because I care about you, because I want you to live, not because I'm afraid. But they've got their own fear and this and that, and they're perpetuating it and feeding off it. They're saying the same thing and validating their idiocy, And unfortunately, the reason why I'm so frustrated is because when that happens, that can cause that person to feel validated not to put that on, or maybe not get that vaccine even after months went by and everybody's doing okay. Because if everybody's doing okay, yeah, I'm going to get that vaccine. Of course I am. Of course I am, because I would like to live and stuff like that. And then if I'm immune from it and so forth, I can't give it to people. Of course I am. That's how I respect humanity. So, that's my sermon. I'm tired of spiritual people fighting over this stuff. They're making it worse, not better.